Hi, and welcome at the Musicians Lab, where the musician makes his own music. I am Yannick, and today we're going to talk about seventh chord. What are seventh chords? A seventh chord is a chord built on the major or either minor triad and a fourth note, which is a seventh, that adds to the triad and makes a seventh chord. So the seventh chord is basically built with four notes: the root, the third or the minor third, the fifth, and the seventh. The seventh can be flattened and be called minor seven, or can be natural and be called the major seven. Alright, let's get into it. Our first chord is a major 7 chord. Remember I said earlier that seventh chord are built with the basic triad, either minor or major, and a seventh note, which is the fourth note, that adds up to the triad and make the seventh chord. And the first chord we are going to learn this morning is a major 7 chord. Well, let's find first the triad, the major triad of C. C, as example here, C major triad will be the root, the third, and the fifth. And now we are going to add our fourth note, which is the seventh note. We're going to add a B, which is the seventh note of the scale. So we're going to have now C, E, G, and B, making C major 7. So to find C major 7, we take the major triad, which is 1, 3, 5, and then we had the seventh note, which is B. So C, E, G, and B. The second note on the list is the minor 7 chord. Let's try and find the minor 7, the minor chord, before we get to the minor 7 chords. Well, to find a C minor, we just have to flat the third, and then the chord becomes minor. So if the major triad of C was C, E, and G, the minor triad will be C, a flattened third, which is now E flat, and G. So we have now our C minor. And we are going to have our 7. But in this case, the 7th will be flattened, and we're going to have a flat 7. So that's going to give us a minor 7. So our C minor 7 will be made of the root, the flattened third, the fifth, and the flattened 7. So, okay, this is a chord of C minor 7. The next chord, the next 7th chord on the list is the dominant 7. Dominant 7 chords are chords built on the 5th degree of the tonality, and they have strong connection with the root, which means if I play C dominant 7, the next chord will be the root, which will be F, because dominant 7 are built on the 5th. So the root, if C is the 5th, then the root is F. using the same techniques, we are going to find the dominant 7 chords. The dominant 7 chords is made with the root, the third, the fifth, and the minor 7. So the 7 flattened. So that's we are going to have a C, E, G, and B flat. So this is a chord. C dominant 7. Moving to the next chord, to our next 7th chord, we have minor major 7. As it says, minor major 7, which means this chord is made of the minor triad, okay, and then a major 7. Always in C, our minor major chord, or let's take for example A minor, for example, okay? So A minor triad will be composed of the root, which is A, the minor third, which is C, and then the fifth, which is E. And then the major 7, which is G sharp or A flat. So that's going to give something like that. So this is the minor, the minor triad, and then this is the major 7. The last chord, our last chord on the list is the diminished 7. A diminished 7 is a very interesting chord based on the diminished triad and then a 4th note, which is the double flat, which is a 7, the major 7 that is double flatted, giving basically a 6, but theoretically, musically, it's written as a major 7 double flat. So let's find our diminished 7 chord. To find our diminished 7 chord, we need to first find the diminished chord. So to find a diminished chord, we need to flatten the third. So in C, the third will be E flat, and then we need to flatten also the fifth, which will be now F sharp. So we have the root, the flattened third, and then the flattened fifth. And then our major 7 here won't be, will be double flattened. So if a B is double flattened, it means it becomes A naturally. But this theory, there comes an irregular theory which makes us note the major 7 as a double flat but not an A. So we have our root, our flattened third, our flattened fifth, and then our double flat 7. To summarize, let me play all the different chords, 7th chord that we studied today. Starting with the major 7 chord. Major 7, C major 7, another type of C major 7, another inversion of C major 7, then C dominant 7, Another inversion of C dominant 7. Another inversion of C dominant 7. C minor 7. Another inversion of C minor 7. C minor major 7. Another inversion of C minor major 7. And then C diminished 7. Another inversion of C diminished 7. Well, we are at the end of our video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you now discovered the channel, and post comments on things you didn't understand in the comment section below, and make sure you stay safe. Until then, I'll meet you in the next one.